Friday night baseball now from the Big A, Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the Oakland A's and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Angels baseball comes your way next. Andrew Heaney, a left-hander out of Oklahoma, will be on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, it's not a good thing when you give up 6 earned runs. You kind of put your team behind the 8 ball. It's tough to win when your team has to score at least 6 just to tie. This guy's a much better pitcher than he was in his last one, and he's going to have to be if they expect to win this game here.
Settling in now, Jake Smolinski. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First pitch of the at-bat. Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch of our series misses for ball 1. So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. They have not been playing their best baseball of late as they've dropped 4 of their last 5.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be a little bit realistic. You're not going to win every ball game. So they lost last game. Fine. Let's find a way to execute today and get on the winning side.
A cool 47 degrees tonight at first pitch. It's 2-1 to the A's leadoff batter. And he comes back with a pitch right down the middle for strike 2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. Marcus Semien waits on deck. And he lays off, ball 4, and the leadoff man is on to begin the ball game.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
At the plate, Marcus Semien. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one just missed outside. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
Hey, Joe McDonald, he's a tough guy to figure out sometimes, D-Row. One inning, he'll be giving that inside corner. The next inning, he doesn't give much of that inside corner. His zone fluctuates a lot.
You know, Dan, you could see some definite confusion on the face of some hitters today. Questioning in the strike zone. One pitch is a strike on the outer half. The next time it's a ball. Kind of a little cat and mouse with the umpire when you should be focused on the pitcher.
Now the 2-0 home. He's in there for strike 1.
He's gotten a favorable call or two at the plate in this at-bat, so that take on 2-0 is probably a result of feeling like the umpires got a pretty tight zone. Didn't go his way that time, though.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, it's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Here's Jed Lowry now. Well hit to right, but that's a foul ball. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. a pitch that's taken here by Lowry as that evens the count at 1-1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. And he's caught looking at a beautiful curveball there as that buckled him for the first out of the inning. And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, you better be careful when dealing with that 5-hole hitter. He enters play hitting over 400 versus left-handed pitching, and obviously he's got a lefty out there today. I'm looking for a laser show, something exciting out of him, no doubt.
Here's Chris Davis now. He too had 3 knocks in yesterday's win. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a 3-run shot to right center field. Career homer number 149. And the A's lead it now 3-0.
Yeah, he's looked pretty shaky from the first pitch, and things just kind of spiraled out of control from there. I think these guys smelled blood in the water, and they punctuated with a 3-run job and an early lead.
First baseman.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Ran one in on him there as this is hit softly to third. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Boy, talk about a rough start to an inning, a 3-run bomb and then a base hit. This could get real ugly, Hero.
Yeah, you can tell, Dan. He's going to have to execute a little bit better than that. They were sitting in that hitters meeting and they were ready. They're keeping their front shoulders in, looking for something up, out, over, and they are not missing it.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. As he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Calhoun is over near the line now as he makes the catch for the second out of the inning.
Batting 7, third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Next up for the A's, Matt Chapman. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. From the stretch, here's the pitch. In the dirt here. And no advance. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home. Here's a high pop-up. And this will be taken in out there by Kinsler, and that ends the inning. But the A's put up a 3-spot here thanks to the 3-run home run. Home half of the first coming up from Anaheim. It's now 3-0 Oakland. Andrew Triggs, a right-hander out of Tennessee, will be the starting pitcher. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy has really good stuff. And when he's commanding his off-speed pitches like he was in this last one, he threw the ball really well, picking up the win and allowing only 2 runs. If he brings that stuff back in this one, it could be back-to-back powerhouse performances.
In now is Andrelton Simmons. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Matty, this team is oozing confidence right now. They were playing well coming into this game. And what do? Right out of the chute, top of the first, throw a 3-spot up on the board. They got the opposition on their heels. He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Davis will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. Well, here's a look now at the Angels starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Yeah, you have to look out for the guy they call Simba, Andrelton Simmons. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops in front of him. He plays like the Zen man.
So a runner on first with 1 out now, and standing in, the ever dangerous Mike Trout. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. The 1-0 home is taken, strike 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Simmons, base runner at first with 1 out. Missed with a slider.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
Hit pretty well out toward right center field. The Scotty's on the move. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Batting fourth, left fielder, Justin Upton.
Here's Justin Upton now, and he's been swinging the bat really well in April. He's got that average up over 350 to start the new season. Throw over to the bag, and he'll get back in safely. First pitch on its way to Upton. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Looks at a sinker on the outside corner.
Hey, if he's going to be able to dot up his sinker down and away like that all game, you are in for a situation where you're going to see a lot of ground balls and a lot of weak contact.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Great pitch right there on 0-2. Purpose pitch, right? Running that ball in off the plate. Now that opens up that whole strike zone, and you're not quite as comfortable as a hitter.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, one man left on. Second inning upcoming from the Big A. The A's lead this one 3-0. Striding in for Oakland, Josh Begley. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball one. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
This at-bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets to count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Boog Powell is on deck. The 3-0 pitch. Is laid off, but in there for strike one. The 3-1. And that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks at bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
So that'll bring in the outfielder Boog Powell, hoping to stay hot. He had a couple of hits, including a home run yesterday. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Looks at a 2-seamer right down the middle.
He's been getting lit up all game, and there's a common denominator. He keeps missing right down the middle of the plate. Case in point with that last one.
Nobody out, runner on first. Good curveball that time in the low 80s. 0-2.
These are the at-bats that can just flat out frustrate you. You go up there with a plan to work the count, and now you find yourself down 0-2, scratching your head because every quadrant's open for the pitcher now.
Ready on 0-2. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1.
Here's how the Halos are going to line up on defense. And let's take a look at second baseman Ian Kinsler, one of the real grinders in our sport. A leadoff hitter that creates problems, not only with his power, but the ability to steal bags. And on defense, one of the quickest double play turns in the game.
Ready for another chance? Jake Smolinski. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So after the 3 spot last time around, he's able to bounce back and hang a 0 here. On now to the bottom of the second. The A's lead this one 3-0. In now for the Angels, Zach Kozar, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0.
Love jumping out to an early 3-0 lead, but this game is far from over. A lot of innings left to be played. He's going to have to continue to execute out on that mound.
Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Smoke toward third. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other. 1 away.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at outfielder Stephen Piscotty. Stanford grad, so you know he's got the smarts and the baseball acumen to get it done out there. Big middle of the order bat. big-time arm from right field as well.
Here's Luis Valbuena now. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. A knee-high sinker. Tough pitch. Strike one. Bases are empty. One man out. Oh, and 2. Here it comes. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Manny. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Here's Albert now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Swing and a miss on the sinker. A ball and a strike. Hit high in the air down the right field line.
Hey guys, right there, you look for weaknesses. Can a guy come in? Can he command in? Obviously not the case in this situation. He went to the well outside half 3 times, and eventually the batter made a nice adjustment.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. The 0-1 pitch. Changeup in for a strike. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Hit out towards second. Lowry's got it. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. So that'll go down as an E4, as he certainly had his problems that time at second base.
Maldonado.
Ready now for LA, Martin Maldonado. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. He's set, and the pitch. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. Pujols on second. Calhoun on at first with 2 down. That's by him for strike 1.
1-1.
Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
3-1.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting in fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
The 3-1. Swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Popped him up. And that'll do it in the inning as the catch is made in the coach's box. Angels strand a couple. They trail in this one 3-0. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the Cal Berkeley product Marcus Semien is the first at bat in the inning. First offering on its way. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's around first, heading for two. And he will get there as the A's have themselves a leadoff double.
Well, every pitcher gets to start the inning with a fresh slate, and he's out trying to put that last inning behind him. But he's got to be shaking his head right here. A leadoff double on the first pitch, and he's back in trouble again. Things just not going his way right now.
Stepping in now, Jed Lowry. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball one. First time up, he went down looking. The 1-0 pitch. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear they don't want to challenge this guy right here, but working around a guy can come back to bite you at times.
Three and 0 now. Here it is, the 3-0 is a sinker that catches the zone. A runner at second, nobody out. Strike three on a pitch in the dirt. The throw down to first, one away.
Good pitch there, and that was a nice job by his battery mate to complete the play at first after the ball hit the dirt.
Standing in now, Chris Davis. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. And that is down, as that could be two bases. Throwing to second. But he'll get in there with an RBI double.
That is what every manager is looking for out of the middle of his lineup. When you get your 3, 4, and 5 hitters producing this early in the season, it can be contagious, and everyone in the lineup starts to contribute.
Into the box, Matt Olson. Swing and a little tapper. That rolls foul for strike one. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Ready with the 0-1. Hard on the ground towards short. And that's through, a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
In now, Stephen Piscotty. He swings and grounds it to short, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. Now a 5-0 lead. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He popped out in his first trip. From the belt, kicks and deals. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman. Action now in the Angels bullpen as a left-hander starts to get loose. Olsen at second. Piscotty at first. One gone. On the ground for Kinsler. This could be two. Reined in. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back to Angel Stadium right after this. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Andrelton Simmons. And his guys have quite a hill to climb. Down 5-zip here in the early going. First pitch on its way. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. The 1-0 home. Finds the zone, strike one. The 1-1. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. The 1-2 is a slider taken for a ball.
Broke out the sweeping slider right there and just missed off the edge. If he would have caught the corner right there, I think he's got a backwards K.
Full count now, 3-2. In the on-deck circle, Ian Kinsler. He'll hit next. The 3-2 pitch is put in play to the right side of the infield. Taken there by Lowry. And a good throw gets him one gone.
The batter, number 3, second baseman, Ian Kinsler.
Digging in to try it again. Ian Kinsler flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw on to first takes care of Kinsler here for out number 2.
The center fielder, number 27, Trout.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one stayed too low, apparently. 2 out, nobody on. Counts even to Trout, 1-1. Sliders in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Down.
And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Angels are gone in order. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Striding in once again, Josh Vegley. He drew a walk his first time up.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. Misses for the second ball. Vegley swings and throws from the right side and stands at 5'10".
It's been kind of an average year for him, but he has time to get hot and make that salary push.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Kind of frustrating as a pitcher when you start an inning off with 3 straight balls like he has here in the 4th. Makes you start wondering what's going on.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
So that'll bring in the outfielder, Boog Powell. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts, some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
Stepping in now, Jake Smolinski. A swing and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
The batter, number 10, shortstop, Marcus Semien.
Digging in and looking for more, Marcus Semien. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard on the ground to the right. Simmons on to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Now batting, second baseman.
Here's Jed Lowry now, and he's at risk of the old hat trick. 2 strikeouts on his line so far.
Yeah, and it seems like these hat tricks and golden sombreros are a lot more common than they were, say, 10, 15 years ago. Guys have stopped worried about striking out as much. It's really been an ideological shift in the game. That's a big topic of debate.
Yeah, guy's not going to worry about 3 strikeouts if he can add a game-winning hit to that line. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
1 out away from stranding that runner on third. So the last thing you want to do is throw a wild pitch and let him score. Nice job there by the catcher to knock that one down.
1-1 the count. Five runs, 8 hits, and 1 error on the Oakland line score. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1-2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
The 2-2. A little bouncer. But that one rolls foul. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. A's strand a couple as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Here's Justin Upton now. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And he lays off for ball 1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. The 2-1 home. Strike 2 swinging. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Into the box now, Zach Cozart. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A wave and a miss. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
I'll tell you, it's hard to get more of a confidence boost than striking out the best hitters in the lineup. Back to back to back. He's looking really sharp right now.
Standing in, Luis Valbuena. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First offering on its way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone, but something way out of the zone doesn't serve any purpose.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Now another 1-2. Line shot to second, but it's caught and the side is retired. Angels go down 1-2-3. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Here's Chris Davis now. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
The left fielder, number 2, Chris Davis.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. The 0-1 pitch. Started that swing a bit too early. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Curveball that time, not even close.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes to.
Here now the 2-2. Hit hard back up the middle. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Up next for Oakland, first baseman, Matt Olson.
Into the box, Matt Olson. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. First pitch on its way. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. The 1-0 home is a called strike on the changeup.
You know, the old adage is you never throw a lefty down and in because their ability to turn and burn, and this pitcher's taking that to heart. He is throwing everything away right here.
Hard on the ground toward short. Simmons is there. Throw in time at first for route number 2.
Now batting, right fielder, Steven Piscotty.
digging in once again, Stephen Piscotty, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. In tight, awfully tight. 2-0 now.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
The 2-0 on the way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calhoun has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1-2-3 go the A's, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Here's Albert now. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Now the 1-0. And a swing by Pujols, but he didn't get all of this one. Powell is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
A right fielder, number 56, Cole Calhoun.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Cole Calhoun. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, as in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch, that slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
Pulled toward right center field. Lowry has a play, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The catcher, number 14, Martin Maldonado.
Now to the plate, Martin Maldonado. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now. Here's the 3-1. And this is down at the knees, but called a strike. Wow, it's 3-2 now. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Angels are gone in order. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Tyler Skaggs will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his third game this season.
Tyler Skaggs.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. Third AB for him here. His previous efforts have resulted in a pop out and a double play. First delivery to him on the way. Misses with a curveball that made him move his feet. And he misses low with it. 2-0.
2-0.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. The 2-1. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And this is going to be extra bases here, leading off to sixth. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Here comes the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. Skaggs, a 6'4" lefty. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Yeah, Matty, there's 3 dates. The time you get called up and the time you get to arbitration, and one when you finally hit free agency, where you have a chance to truly enjoy this game and get paid for all the hard work. And this is the start of it. The arbitration process allows these guys to finally start making some real dollars in this game.
Hit high and deep to right center. Calhoun giving chase. But he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And the run will score from second here as that breaks it open to a 6-0 lead.
Back-to-back doubles now, and that's a great way to get an inning going. The leadoff man shows him how it's done, and he comes right behind him following suit. Lacing a double of his own could be a big inning if this continues.
Into the box, Boog Powell, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Drilled down the line, but a foul ball, 1-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Jake Smolinski. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
From the stretch. No balls and 1 strike. Looking at his career totals, Semien hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help a roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
A ball and a strike. His career numbers with Tyler Skaggs. He's 3 for 9. Ripped down the first base line. But a foul ball, 1-2 now. The 1-2 misses off the plate. Here now the 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full.
With the meat of the order due up next, you can probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
Now the 3-2 pitch on the ground to the left side, fielded by Kozar. Kinsler for one, relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go, 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. In now is Andrelton Simmons. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action. And they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Tough slider down low for a strike.
Ball.
Missed with a slider. The 1-1. Taken on the outside corner for strike 2.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heater.
Hit on the ground out to short. And it's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 6th.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First offering on its way. And a slider on the inside for strike 1.
All right, all you're asking for as an offense is a chance. Well, your leadoff man has certainly done his part. He's gotten on base. You have to start clawing back into this game right now if you're going to find a way.
Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. A runner at first with no outs here. And that one just missed outside. He's set. Here's the 2-2. In the dirt, and now let's see. Is there, and he's out trying to take second. Now the 3-2 pitch. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, with 2 strikes right there, he's trying to run that ball up and in to try to tie him up, but it didn't quite work out.
Yeah, in today's game, everybody's fighting so hard to keep their hands inside the baseball that I think a non-executed pitch on the inner half, Dan, is exactly what the batter's looking for. Something he can keep his hands inside and just fist to the opposite field.
Mike Trout comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but foul. Kinsler, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Ground ball foul down the left side. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
Hey, great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
Oh, and he goes the other way, and he drives it out to deep right center field. And it's gone! Two-run shot that time for Mike Trout. Second home run early in the year. As the lead is cut to 4, it's 6-2 now.
Yeah, and it's always important to scratch that first run across when you're getting shut out. But now they're within one grand slam of tying it up. Might seem improbable, but hey, psychologically it matters.
Standing in now, Justin Upton. As he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. No hits to this point. Hard ground ball to third. And Upton's aboard. It's a base hit.
Hey, they say in this game you better have a short memory. Well, that's obviously the case with this batter. He came into that third at bat after getting his ticket punched twice and was able to get a single.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout, and we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. He'll wind up lasting just one out into the 6th inning, but he'll leave with the lead and was effective in this one. Daniel Kalun will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
Daniel Kalun.
Stepping in now, Zach Cozart, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation, 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind in the count, 2-0.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count. The ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a ball, 1-0.
This is the guy they're going to have to be careful with. He could put 3 runs on the board in a hurry, so expect them to try to get him to chase something out of the zone if they can.
A little late that time as he swings and misses for strike 1. Still only 1 out in the inning. 2 balls and a strike to the Angels' first baseman.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Now the 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
The 3-1 pitch. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
Designated hitter, number 5.
Oh, man, that check swing was about as close as they get. Tough call for the umpire, but it goes the batter's way this time, and he draws the walk.
Here's Albert now, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. 2-0 now.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. Fly ball out to straightaway left. Davis is under it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. It's now a 6-3 contest.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with the sac fly.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A knee-high sinker. Tough pitch. Strike 1.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Now the 0-1. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to get to that quickly, though, and the count will even at 1. Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
3-1 to him now. 3 runs already home here. And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Set. Here's the 3-1. And the slider misses low and away here. It's ball 4.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Riding in once again, Martin Maldonado. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Santiago Casilla answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases-loaded jam, but needs just 1 out to get out of it. Casilla pauses. First pitch on the way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
Line to the right side. Piscotti is there now as he makes the catch, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as the side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Heart of the order. 3-4-5 coming up to start the 7th. It's the A's 6 and the Angels 3. Back here at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. The A's are on top in this one as we get set for the 7th. But before it gets underway, let's take a look at our game summary to this point. Here's Jed Lowry now. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Jed Lowry.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a knee-high fastball. Windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
The left fielder, number 2.
Chris Davis will stand in, and as he does, we'll flash you back to the first inning of the ball game. A 3-run shot had him off and running right out of the gate. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Calling for it, Trout. And he brings it in on the warning track.
Now batting, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. His career numbers with Tyler Skaggs. He's 1 for 4. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at-bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. A's are gone in order as they're unable to add to their 6-3 lead. Leading off the inning, Andrelton Simmons, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
No balls and a strike to count. 0-1, here's the pitch. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Fouled away. Knuckle curve, and he can't ring him up as it goes to 2-2.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Down the third baseline. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ian Kinsler. He singled his last time up. First offering on its way. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. This is foul for the first strike. Hit on the ground out to short. Simeon's got it. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out.
Center fielder, number 27, Trout.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. Lifetime numbers against Casilla. He's gone 2 for 8. He's taken him deep once. Casilla's ready. First pitch on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. And this one is gone. A home run. Solo home run here for Mike Trout, his second of the game, and they cut the gap here. It's now 6-4.
Yeah, and you could see he just made a mistake. He was cruising in the 7th, getting the first 2 outs, but then he offered up one that caught a little bit too much of the plate. This one got up and out of here, ruining what looked like a good appearance out of the bullpen.
Left fielder, number 8.
Here's Justin Upton now. She'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. 0-1 count and the pitch.
Nope.
And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. The set and the 1-1 pitch. Can't catch the corner away with the fastball. It's 2-1.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Davis going back to the track, and it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home run. Justin Upton with the solo home run. Home run number 3 here in the early going, and this will make things interesting at this point. It's now a 6-5 game. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying, D-Row. The hitter's on point, the pitchers aren't making very good pitches.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's all about executing pitches, and they're not doing it today. They're leaving a lot of balls over the heart of the plate. This offense, both offenses are taking advantage.
Now pitching for the Athletic, number 15, Emilio Ozana.
In now, Zach Cozart. Popped foul, and it looks like that's going to make it into the VIP seats. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And Cozart even in the count at 1-1. And that misses. 2-1. Nope. 3-1.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the A's 6 and the Halos 5. Ready once again, Stephen Piscotty. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball that just misses inside. The 1-0 is taken high above the zone.
2-0.
Now the 2-0. Popped him up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And 1.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
3 balls and 2 strikes for Stephen Piscotty. Sliced hard on the ground. Kinsler's there for it. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. 8th inning now from Angel Stadium, and the host Angels have some work to do. They trail the visiting Athletics, as you can see on the line score. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 1 out, nobody on. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Here it comes on 1-1. Back up the middle, taken in by Simmons. And the throw here is going to get him at first. Excellent range there at short, and there are 2 away now. Ready for another chance? Josh Fegley. It was an RBI double for him in his last turn to the plate. First offering on its way. Hard hit ball to second, taken in by Kinsler. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the A's, as it remains a 6-5 ball game. Ready for another shot now, Luis Valbuena. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. The Angels find themselves losing in the late innings. What are your thoughts on this one, guys?
Yeah, Matty V, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, D-Row, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs is going to win the ball.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Luis Valbuena becomes the first out in the bottom of the 8th inning.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Wow, talk about being efficient. How about 6 pitches, 2 strikeouts? Doesn't get much better than that.
Ready now for LA. Cole Calhoun will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. A bouncer to the left side. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Angels go down 1-2-3. Still a tight ball game. It's 6-5. Back now at the Big A as we get a look there at the great city of Los Angeles. 9th inning set to begin. So that'll bring in the outfielder, Boog Powell. He'll start things off in the top of the ninth as they look for a little insurance. Here's the first pitch to him. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. The windup and the 0-1. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a breaking ball. And a neck-high fastball that time. Here now the 2-2. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line, and no one will track it down. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And he's going to make the catch. And he paid a big price for it, too, as he crashes headlong into the wall.
That was a pretty spectacular catch right there. A lot of guys mistime that jump because they're worried about the wall coming on. But he got it just right and hauled it in. Great stuff.
Into the box, Jake Smolinski. Line towards center field. Trout is there, 2 gone.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
Into the box now, Marcus Semien.
Nope.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. The 1-0. Misses, ball 2. And he lays off a pitch just below the knees. It's 3-0.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
The 3-0. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
And with the bases empty, you don't feel bad about walking that guy. He's capable of taking you deep every time he digs in, so it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
Digging in to try it again, Jed Lowry. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And the pitch takes off inside, and it gets away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Well, the graphic here isn't going to properly show just how far that pitch was from the strike zone. That thing wasn't even close, and I think it made the decision to move up a base pretty easy to make.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. In the dirt here. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Trout is over. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So they pick up no runs, no hits, no errors, and one man left on. Nothing to add here in the Oakland ninth. Last chance coming up now for the Angels. They're down just one. It's 6-5. Stepping into the box, Martin Maldonado. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
Blake Trinan takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Blake Trinan.
First pitch of the at-bat. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Now the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
And a pitch down that's swung on and sent to second base. Throw by Lowry, and there's the first out.
Up next for the Angels, the shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
In now is Andrelton Simmons. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. First delivery to him on the way. Good-looking sinker on the inside corner. The 0-1 delivery. Here's a swing and a ground ball. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Slider stayed too low, ball 2. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now, 3-2.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And he'll take this on to first, and they're down to their final out, 2 away.
And hey, if the first baseman is playing straight up there, that's probably a double down the line. But in order to prevent that late in the game, they had him guarding the line, and it obviously worked out perfectly.
Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. Angels down to their last strike. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2. Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the ninth. Back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And the inning stays alive. It'll bring Mike Trout to the plate next.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they lived to fight some more.
Mike Trout will get another shot at it here as we take you back to inning number 7. This was his second home run of the ball game, as he'd like nothing more than to make it 3 right here. First offering on its way. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But a foul ball here, 0-1. The 0-1. And that misses 1-1. Line drive to left. But this is taken in as a perfect metaphor to end this one, as that ball was hit hard, but the ball game is over.
Yeah, and they just keep on keeping on. Got a nice little run going here, winning 4 in a row and playing with a lot of confidence. Success is never guaranteed in this game, so you have to appreciate it when it comes.
And tonight's one-run game comes to an end, 6-5 the final. Oakland jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Andrew Triggs takes the win on the mound, his second of the year. Blake Trinan closes the door for the save, his first of the year. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score tonight.
Welcome to your Saturday edition of Inside the Show. I'm Justin Allegri. Starting out west in the American League, the A's got 11 hits overall as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County, 6-5. The Toronto Blue Jays amassed 14 hits in the game as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington, 7-3. The Houston Astros bested the visiting Padres, 4-3. The Orioles pounded out 17 hits in this one as they pummeled the Yankees, 11-0. The Tribe grabbed the win against the visiting Royals, 3-2. The Cubs racked up 11 hits as a team as they grabbed an extra innings win over the Brewers, 2-1. The Cincinnati Reds pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park, 2-0. The Colorado Rockies allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they took down the visiting Braves, 3-0. They now have 6 straight victories. The Giants totaled 13 hits as a team as they got the victory in extra innings against the Dodgers, 5-4. And that'll do it for today. Enjoy the games, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.